month, for our design this month, our design team finished designing our Vex over under robot. We designed specific mechanisms to complete each task on the field. So our design includes using a 6-wheel drivetrain, which allows it to go over the barriers on the field, an intake and outtake to move the tri-balls more efficiently, a catapult to bring the tri-balls to the other side of the field more quickly, and a climbing mechanism to use the elevation bar at the end of the game.
So we used a 6-wheel drivetrain because we figured that it was the best drivetrain for getting over the barrier, and the intake and outtake is used for taking them in and outtaking them. And then we also have a catapult to shoot the tri-balls across the field for our alliance member to score. And we have a climbing mechanism on the bottom that like climbs the elevation bar at the end. It uses flex wheels that attach onto the elevation bar, which can then rotate to allow the robot to like drive them up the bar. We took measurements of game elements and scoring elements to ensure that like the mechanisms could work as we wanted them to.
So this is our design.
Lord. Go ahead.
Sherlyn, would you like to speak?
Okay, so after we designed the robot, we moved to building our robot, and we mostly finished it, but there's some parts that didn't work out that well, so we had to change it. And everyone contributed to building the robot by making suggestions and actually building it.
Okay, so our programmers work to learn how to use the new given resources and sensors from Vex. We had team meetings where we did some exercises to help familiarize the entire team with the resources in Vex. We also learned a bit of Python coding. Most of our team members were able to finish the GPS club homework.
So for our outreach and branding, so currently we already have a YouTube channel, and we recently expanded our presence on social media by creating a Twitter account. Additionally, we are also creating slideshows and flyers directed towards sponsors for future possible sponsorships from them. So these are our social media links and stuff.
In summary, during this month, we introduced ourselves to Vex by learning Vex coding, designing our robot, and building our robot.
Okay, so it's good that you all prepared. And another good thing is that I think a lot of team members participated, and you can do the presentations. Of course, you can say you can coordinate better, so there's no long pause between the individuals, so that will make it better. Of course, you may not want to go into too much details on your design here, but when you go to the judge, you may need to give more details, talk about the problems you run into, and how you guys solve the problem. You see the engineer notebook, right? They wanted to see that process. You may need to give an example to help the judge know you better, know how you guys make the decision, how you guys come up with a solution, right? So let me ask you a question. Let me ask Evan Law. So what problem you have in the last month? What problem your team ran into?
So we ran into a couple of problems with our programs, and also we ran into a design problem. So we built our design, and then the intake and outtake wouldn't work.
Okay, so let me ask a second question to the team. Luke, so after you watch the video, do you have a second thought on your robot design? Watch these two videos I just showed.
It might be hard to just like fling them out because like there's probably gonna be another robot like pushing us and stuff.
So your robot cannot push the balls, right?
It probably can, just it's harder, I guess.
So your design is focusing on intake and outtake, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Maggie, let me ask you a question. So what is the next step for your team? So in next month?
I mean, some of our team members, including me, haven't passed GPS, so we might as well just get all of our team members to pass the GPS test. After that, we're most likely gonna try and troubleshoot and find a problem with our design and why it doesn't work, and then finish building it.
Okay.
And we're gonna try get more sponsors.
Okay, good. Very good. I think it's a very good start. Thank you very much, Fifth Dimension. Wonderful job. Let's move to Gordon. Evan Shang. Do I have Evan Shang?
We currently do not have our presentation right now.
Okay. All right. So that's required. And let Evan Shang know. I expected that. Okay.
Alright.
I think the club will come up with an awarding system, something like that. In the future, if you miss something, you may not get the points. You may not get that. But I think that will let the board to decide. Let's move on to the next team. That's Tigers.
Yeah, we have a
Um,
presentation.
Okay. The floor is yours, Sean. Tags.
Okay. So this is our progress report for August. And for August, we first started working on CAD. We chose to use a 6-wheel drivetrain because we thought it was most sturdy. We also CAD'ed the intakes, and we're planning to finish our CAD design by at least by September, early September. Some problems we encountered with like our design was that we couldn't get the gear ratios right, and we found it hard with basically basic knowledge on our drivetrain. For the intake, it was really hard, I guess, to CAD the sprockets or like the chains, and we also had to choose the right flex wheel, and we also have to figure out a design that is so that we can connect our intake with our drivetrain.
Also, we started writing in a placeholder Vex engineering notebook. We plan to like actually write it in hand, like in a physical copy later, but like for now we want to document all our experiences like with the CAD and the GPS inertial gyro and vision sensor, which was taught by Emily. I'm pretty sure like all of our team members have finished the GPS sensors, except of course the people who were absent and therefore could not have a chance to actually finish it. We also ordered new team t-shirts. In the bottom left corner, you can see what it would look like, and this was designed by one of our teammates, Audrey. And Angela, you can talk now.
We had a bit of trouble deciding the font and like some technical difficulties with getting it centered and everything for the t-shirt. We also programmed a robot using Python, and we encountered some barriers there because we didn't really have experience with X yet before the coding classes, so we kind of had to wait for that to happen before we could start progressing on that again.
Okay, this is the only slide you have, Sean.
Wait. Oh, so for September, this is what we planned in the future. As stated before, we wanted to finish working on CAD. And we also wanted to obtain a physical copy of the VEX engineering notebook, finish building our design for the competition, and fully program our robot using Python. And that's basically it for our presentation.
Okay. All right, so this is my impression. I saw a wonderful start in the last month, and you guys had a good presentation then. This presentation, I think I expected more already, you know, and improve the slides. You know, you already have a good foundation, so you needed to do better. So I wanted to see the progress from there. And you do these things on your slides, right? But I really expect more details from your slides. So if you have any bulletins, then you may want to have like a couple more slides to give the details, like what the first dimension did. And that's what I expected. But let me ask you a question. Did everyone participate in these slides when you guys prepare for it?
I think we had the majority of people participate. So maybe
So then,
like 4/5 of the team, 80%-ish.
but today only 3 students did the presentation. It's you, Sean, and Sophia, and here Angela, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think some of our team members aren't here, such as Vincent and Victor. They might have some other plans. But
Okay.
yeah.
But I want more students can participate in the presentation. Okay, so I can see like in collective effort there. So we have like about 10 members in the team. At least, you know, I can hear 5. Another thing is that I do have your welcome box here. It has engineer notebook. It's in my office. I can give to you guys either today if you guys are in the center, or tomorrow when you come to the center. But let me come to let me ask you a robot question. Are you guys satisfied with the robot you currently have? If not, what's your plan?
So I'm pretty sure we plan to like add an intake and a shooter to our current robot because we like already have a design. And also for like the drivetrain of our current robot, one of the wheels has a problem. So we were probably going to work on like how to solve the problem.
Okay, so what is the plan if you are not satisfied? Just give me like a rough plan. What will your team do in September? I know that you put the CAD there and the engineer notebook is there, and you wanted to program with Python. But do you guys have like a brainstorm session scheduled for your robot design, or you guys already finished the design?
We already agreed on our design. I believe we had some sketches of the design, but right now we're focusing on CAD and more into programming also.
Okay. So you have a design, you just need a CAD, then you just need to buy parts to build it, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
how
pretty-
long? Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I was just agreeing with what you said.
Okay, thank you, Audrey. Um, so you guys are confident that you can get that done in September? I did not get the answer.
Yeah, I think we should be able to do it because we're already pretty far along. Like, we already have a designated sketch, and we already started CADing and we finished the drivetrain. So all that's really left to do is follow the sketch and try our best to replicate the parts onto Onshape and then build it.
Okay. So right now you say your problem is that you need to come up with a design for the design of the robot for the competition. We're not get to the specifics yet. Once you have a design, you have the robot build it, then you will find you think, okay, yeah, you can leave. So you will find that there are more issues you need to solve. So we will talk about that when we get to that point. So that's tag is thank you tags. And then octopods. Do we have any octopods here?
Yeah. I'm gonna put the slide up.
Okay.
Me, Amy, and I think.
Yeah. Give me a minute. This is our August report.
Throughout August, we were able to completely finish building all of our robot. As of right now, our robot is complete and ready. Our robot has a 4-wheel, 2-motor drivetrain and an intake on the front to take in the tri-ball and bring it out. We are also currently working on a design for the robot's climbing mechanism. On the right, you can see our robot at the beginning of August, but it's not the current robot.
And then on our coding, Octobots has heavily progressed in our programming. All the team members have completed the GPS assignment, and we've started experimenting with the Python coding, and all our members have been actively trying to learn more about programming. During our coding, we also had a few issues with turns. The 90-degree turn was not completely accurate. So we fine-tuned our code and we realized it was 15 degrees too much. So we tuned it and now it is correct.
We have started working on driving our robot. Some team members have been familiarizing themselves with the controller and robot and getting more comfortable with the speeds and strength of the motors.
We have also been working on outreach. Our team created an email template for us to send to potential sponsors, and we've been starting to post on our social media and doing more work on outreach for our team, like creating drafts for different companies of interest. And here you can see on the bottom, we have our email and our Instagram. And here's a final recap of what we've achieved this month. From the beginning of the month, we've completed many tasks, such as finishing our robot, getting many new members, and learning how to use the GPS when coding. And everyone has successfully completed the GPS assignment with lots of other coding that we've learned. And we've created email templates for outreach and been talking about the robot's lifting mechanism, and we also practice driving the robot around the field a lot. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Octopods. It's good that you guys have a slide deck. To me, it's too simple. It's good at a very high level, but I really wanted to see that you processing. You run into a problem or you try to solve something. You have a topic there or have an issue there. You wanted to solve it, and then how you can solve it. That's very important in your presentation to the judge. Okay, So I wanted to say something like that, but I have a question for you all. But actually this question is for the entire class. So the judge may be very curious. Of course, you may not put this in your presentation to the judge, but if you have it, then the judge may be very curious. They will ask you, what is the GPS test? Why do you guys do it? Okay. Did you hear my question? Why did you guys do the GPS test there? And can you tell me? Amy, go ahead.
The GPS test was a programming test that allowed us to use the VEX GPS to accurately move the robot around the field. And we use that to be able to have precise movements and during autonomous.
Very good. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Let me move to the monkeys. Thank you, Octopus. Congratulations for all of you passing the GPS test. That's a great achievement. Thank you, Amy, and all the team members. Yeah, monkeys. Do you have a presentation? Do we still have monkeys here?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, Tyson, go ahead.
All right. It's fine that it's in Canva, right?
Yes.
All right.
Just share screen.
All right, can you see it?
Yep, I can see it.
All right, so this is our presentation for August. Our focus was CADing, GPS, and building. All right, so this month we learned a lot of Onshape and we focused on data management and 2D drawings. We're preparing for the Certified Onshape Associate exam. We've been planning this for the whole summer. We've been practicing our Onshape and trying to get the certification. All right, and Henry or EC?
I can go. This month we built a hero bot for the season, Striker. We also added a vision sensor.
To add on to that, we got our building parts. We got our building parts and we started to build our robot. We finished like yesterday, and we're planning to add more stuff to it. Easy go.
Over this past month, our team has been attending classes every Saturday to learn more about sensors and coding. We learned about GPS, color, distance, and gyro sensors. Near the end of the month, we learned about Python and scripting.
Our whole team went to summer camp to learn about coding and building. We learned about the VEX competition / rules and had team building activities with it. And here are some pictures. One is our robot. Our design, like mentioned in the previous one, is Striker, and we're gonna add like possibly something to elevate it. And these other pictures are us at camp. And yeah, that's it.
That's cool, Tyson. Wonderful job. So let me ask you, the robot, I saw that robot picture. Is that your team's robot picture?
Yeah, it's at the center.
That's
Well, that's what EJ sent me.
Oh, that's good. You guys, make a very good progress. Did you guys try that robot? You need to come to the center sometime, to program this robot, try to see if it can score for you.
All right. We're planning to try it maybe on Saturday or next Saturday.
Okay, let me just ask your team one question, okay? I need to leave some time for H2O. So what is the most difficult thing in August for your team, and how can you guys overcome it?
You said us?
Yeah, what is the most difficult problem in August for your team, and how did you guys overcome that?
There isn't like something that we're like really bad at. Uh, our team is like we're all on the same basic level for like building, programming, and on-shape design. Some are slightly better than others, but we try to help each other and make each other as good as they can be.
Yeah, you know, for first, there's like a 6 core values. One of the core value is inclusive, right? I think for your team, and Ella is the newest member. I give you a challenge, Tyson. How can you include Ella into the team so she can do more?
I mean, we don't really like exclude anyone. Everybody has a job. Like when we were building, EJ, Ella, EC, and Aaron were all doing the intake, and me, Henry, Andrew, and Vincent were doing the chassis. So Ella was included. I made sure EJ didn't let Ella like I try to get her to be included in the activities because we really we have to include everyone. So
Okay, very good answer, Tyson. Thank you. Good job. I like the pictures you have it in your presentation. Wonderful job. Congratulations to the monkeys. Okay, now let's get into H2O, the newest team. Tomorrow, then you will not be the newest. We will have another team. So H2O, can you go ahead? Is Joy here?
Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah,
Yep. The floor is yours. You guys coordinate and present, okay?
I'm gonna share the screen.
Please.
Wait, am I sharing? No, no.
This is the H2O presentation for August made by Eddie, me, Sean, and Joey.
So the table of contents is what we accomplished in August, our design, our sensors, and our coding.
Things we accomplished this month. A majority of us passed the GPS test. We started designing our competition robot, aka the intake shooting method, the claw for the elevation bar, and we added new sensors to our robot. We also started working with the VEX code.
So first we're gonna get into what we designed for our competition robot.
For the drivetrain, we were anticipating to use a 4-wheel drivetrain. And these are some rough sketches on what we will use at the competition because a 2-motor drivetrain will not reach our expectations because it can't go over barriers and it's much less stable.
For the intake, these are the rough designs of the intakes that we might use in the competition. These will spin to grab the tri-ball and it will suck it into the loading zone for the robot.
Who is talking? I cannot hear you guys.
Uh, Sean.
The intake will put the tribal into the loading zone where motors will pull back the rubber band and it could release on command, allowing the tribal to be flung like a catapult.
For the pneumatic claw, we're thinking of using this type of claw to lift ourselves up on the elevation bar.
For sensors, we also installed 5 sensors onto our robot, like the bumper sensor, the distance sensor, the optical sensor, the inertial sensor, and the GPS sensor. The GPS sensor is in the top right. Yeah. Oh yeah, for our coding, our team is currently learning how to use Vex code, and most of our team have completed the GPS test. In our plans for September, we learn how to code in Python. We start finding supplies for our competition robot. We might start working for a robot for the Vex competition. But that's it.
Very good, H2O. But I do have some challenge questions for you guys, okay? But let me put it that way. You guys have a lot of details, and it's beyond my expectation. It's good because this is your first presentation, and you guys did not have any experience for competition. So all the rest of the teams, they did 1 year at least competition. So you guys get to this level, it's not easy. Wonderful job. But I do have a challenging question here. How many members in your team? Joy.
There's 9 people.
How many names you have on your slides?
How many names? Oh, 3.
So then why is such a big gap there? What are the other 3? Other 6? What are the 3?
I remember Michael, he had like a chess class or something. And then one of our teammates, his name was Evan, he just went to China. Evan, that's why he didn't pass the GPS test. He didn't get a chance. But the other people, I have no idea.
But my question actually said, why we only have 3 people contributed to the slides?
So this afternoon I actually went on our server and asked if anyone wanted to like work on the slides together, make it better. But no one really responded. And so me, Sean, and Joey, we started working on the slides.
Okay, that's a big problem we need to resolve in H2O, okay? We really wanted to address that. If we cannot, we will just move the students who cannot contribute into a training pool. Because if a member cannot contribute to the team, then we need this member to get more training, so they understand what is the responsibility for his or her role. Okay, so we really need to get the entire team to contribute to work on it, and they have the responsibility. So you guys need to think about that. And another question, so why do you guys use a sensor? Let's say distance sensor. Why do you guys need to use it? What problem does it solve?
The distance sensor will let us be able to tell how far away from the wall we will be, and that will help us in the autonomous period.
Very good, very good. I think you 3 did it great. You guys will come tomorrow. I will I will address this thing in the team meeting tomorrow. We have 9 people, while we only have 3 people contributing to the slides. I will-
Oh yeah. I kind of asked like my teammate, I mean Jeffrey, but then he said he joined the meeting, but I don't see him here.
Okay. Yeah, I will. We need to address that. We cannot just have like 3 people do the work and the 6 are just sit back. That's not the way. I will talk to the parents on that for sure. I'd rather if we only have 3, I'd rather move you 3 to another team and I keep it to just a training team. Okay. All right. So very good. And Miss Shi, do you have anything?
Dr. Yan. So I have 2 items, as I have mentioned during the last meeting. The first thing is for the volunteer party. That is for the volunteers who have helped us during the summer camp. And if you are in this Zoom, please check the Discord. We have the link for you to sign up. We have 2 tentative dates, September 2nd or September 23rd. We want to have your response as soon as possible so we can have the party. We want to have all the members join us if you can. And the second item is regarding the fundraising campaign. So I have sent out the information in the WeChat group for your parents and also in the Discord. So this is an event that we will collaborate with the very generous donor sponsor. Their name is Capstone Insurance Company. So actually your parents need to do is bring declaration page of the insurance, home auto insurance, to get a free quote. Then they will sponsor $25 to your team. So let your parents and your friends, relatives, neighbors, whoever you can reach out to know about this event, and that they need to submit the form indicating your team name. So this way your team will get money. And also on September 16 from 5 to 8 p.m., we are going to offer the food truck with tacos. So friends, they can come in, visit us, visit your team, chat with your team, with other members in the club, and we can celebrate and we can get a free food, and you can get $25. And don't forget to remind your parents to bring the insurance information. Only the eligible quote can get this $25. We hope we can benefit from this event, so we can at least get some money for your team to do the event registration, maybe t-shirt, and maybe some parts if you can get more money. So wish you good luck. And I don't know if any team you want to use the breakout room for team meetings. If yes, just captain, if you are here, just raise your hand and let us know. Otherwise, do we have other items?
No.
Otherwise, yeah, we'll just dismiss all of you. Yeah. Okay, Amy, you want to use the breakout room, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. I will open the breakout rooms. As usual, I will just open maybe 6 today. I don't see everyone here. So Amy, you can use breakout room 1. And this Sean, right? Sean, you need to use the breakout room.
Yeah.
Okay. Amy, go to room 1, and the Tigers 2. You can Tiger, you can use breakout room 2. Any other teams that you want to use the breakout room? Does any team need a breakout room? If no, you can just feel free. Okay, Maggie. Okay, so Maggie and Evan, you need breakout room, right?
Yes.
Fifth dimension, your room number is 3. Okay, anyone else? You need a breakout room? Monkeys, are you good? Okay,
We're good.
You're good. Okay, so let me open the rooms for you. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now you can go now.